Okay, hello everybody, Dark Phoenix Ninja 92 here, and welcome to my live stream. So, this is Cities Skylines again, as you could probably tell, but before we get started, I just want to tell you about something, because I have a handful of mods I'm using, just because reasons, basically. I have one that I can add or remove traffic lights, a traffic report tool, which I don't actually remember what it does, but it sounds useful, so I decided to put it in there. And I have pause on load, because I'm always having to pause the game when it loads, because it doesn't do that by default. And tree brush, because in the default game you have to add trees one at a time. And finally, the mod that I was always saying I would install to get rid of a pain in the ass thing that I've been dealing with, that being automatic bulldoze. So everything will be bulldozed automatically when people abandon their buildings. And I think that's everything we need to cover here. Unless I'm missing something, of course, which I very well could be. So, let's get started with the actual gameplay. And load up Parsonsburg _5, my usual save, with the 26k population. By the way, if there's anyone actually watching this, let me know how are the volume levels. Because that's one thing I tend to have a little trouble with, is making sure the volume is appropriately balanced. Because I know how I can hear it, but I'm not very good at telling how balanced it is in comparison to other stuff. And it worked. We are very paused. Very, very paused. Okay, and I had a number of problems going on for me when we ended the last stream. Let me see here. New buildings, eh? Train station, one double. And they misspelled station by forgetting the N. Annoying. But what do I need to do now? I was redoing my roads in such a way to fix our traffic issue. And we have a water treatment plant that I'm hoping will treat the water properly. I also need to set up another hydroelectric power plant at some point, but there's nowhere I can get enough power out of it. So for now, I will just hit go. And we're going to do this over here. And start setting up some commercial zones. Because we're running short on those, and people really want them. That... Also, just to remind people, if I end up forgetting that the chat exists for a while, then just be patient. I'll remember eventually. It's not like I'm trying to forget that you exist. I just do sometimes. High density commercial, I think, is what we want over here. Get that set up. Now, I need some water lines over in that area. Set that up so that they have water and don't complain about me to that, and they'll only be complaining about not having power for a little while. Some of them will. I'm gonna do that. And then we need yet another place to do this. I'll plonk down one of those. Get a line into there. Get a little more power coming. Of course, I'll have to upgrade that in the future. Anyways, hello to whoever happens to be watching this. I hope I'm not too boring. Because I very well could be. What are these? I never remember what all the icons are. Not enough customers. Well, as I've said previously, I can't really help with that. If you don't have enough customers, there's nothing I can do about it. Besides, tell you to be patient and wait for more people to move into my city. We're getting our office area set up over here, and more people want to live here, which is good, but bad. It's good because I like having a growing population. It's bad because we have to build more areas for people to live in, and that means we need more power to supply the places they're living with power. So yeah, good and bad at the same time. And who the heck is it that keeps entering and exiting this stream? I don't know why. I find that kind of bizarre. You just repeatedly come in, then leave, come in, then leave. Okay. Our commercial zone here is being built up. And it's building in a way that actually makes sense for the water. Sorry, did I say for the water? I meant for the power supply. I'm an idiot. I am. An extreme idiot. But since this is a commercial zone, I think also want a road onto the highway so they can have their goods come in and leave that way. More handy, wouldn't you say? But let's have a look at the traffic. And yeah, as was brought up by a member of my chat from last time, my traffic is still kind of shit. My attempt to fix it is not going very well. But also, put in some more places to live right here. Commercial and residential areas can be right next to each other. I'm not seeing a problem with that. Also, if anyone has any tips on how to essentially play better, then I'm listening, because I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not very good at this game. As I've told multiple people multiple times, I play games because I enjoy them, not because I'm good at them. Population is still growing. We need 36 grand to be able to hit the next level. And the amount of population we're gaining goes up and down all the time. Oh, we have power again. A lot of it. I wonder why we jumped up so rapidly in power. Is it something to do with our water? Second water treatment plant, I think. There we go. Maybe start to treat the water some more. No, not really a whole lot of desire for any type of zone. So I can sort of sit back and just let things progress. Which is always kind of nice to be able to do, honestly. And it's nighttime, so less power, because a decent chunk of the power I have right now is coming from our solar plant, so we naturally have less of it at night. I dead person is waiting for transport in multiple locations here, as well as crime rate being high. Yeah, we're a little iffy on how good of a city this actually is. Yet for some reason people keep moving in. Could buy new land, but I think we have a sufficient amount at the moment. But yes, traffic in a lot of places for my city is kind of shit. Now, if anyone can suggest a way that I could make my traffic better, I'm all ears. And I forgot to turn off my... I forgot to set myself to offline when I was doing this. Meaning that I'll get pop-ups when people on my friends list are playing games. So, I'm afraid you're just gonna have to ignore that. Seeing as I didn't remember to turn that off. Line not finished. Odd. I could have sworn that was finished before. Crematorium. We'll plonk you down over there. Then we can start burning some dead people again. Crime rates are high, and there are dead people around there. 25 grand. How's our garbage doing? Incineration status is still in the red. Needs 30,000 to be able to do anything about it. That is unfortunately in wait and see mode at the moment. Not too bad for them. Okay. So for what's not a very good city, and I have my mod active. Oh good, it is working. And auto-demolishing buildings like that. It just takes a few seconds to be able to do it. But, I'm sure hoping that this city gets better. How did I not realize the crematorium needed water? Odd, that. But now we need even more water. Plonk one down there. Not doing good. As they were before. Next, I'm going to do this. Out here is where I'm going to stick us. An incinerator. Which also needs a bit of water. There we go. And we'll also put a police station and fire department nearby, so I can swing it. And our education's doing fine and dandy. Oh great. We're sliding into bankruptcy currently. How did I manage that? Astonishing, really. I've somehow managed to go from doing pretty good to fucking sliding into bankruptcy and being in debt. Let's see here. Policies. Well, I'm going to have to get rid of my power usage one, because that's undoubtedly part of the reason why we're going broke. And problem solved. Not only problem solved, but we still have power. So, that was a concern I didn't need to have. People are still leaving my city, though. But it's slowing down. And they're not leaving as rapidly now. Also, hello person number 3. I don't know who you are unless you post something in the comments, so you get that kind of designation. Yeah. Citizens are sick. We need a clinic over here. Have a clinic. And I also need a fire station. Have a fire station. We need a police station, but I don't quite have enough cash for that. And I take it back. I said how people were leaving slower. It's all of a sudden sped up again. We are losing population rapidly. Go. Yes, we have a massive number of people leaving my city. Oh, open world attic. Sorry, I was just screwing around with that, really. You can be person number 43 if you like. And the other and the other 42. Okay, I'm terrible at math, so watch me fumble. You'll be person number 43 if you like. And the other 40 people that aren't the 3 people Twitch is telling me are here can just be inside my brain, and they're my imaginary friends or something. Is that what you want? Okay, 6 citizens. Great. Was my hospital not enough for you? I gave you a hospital, people. Go get healed. Or get less sick. Bankruptcy alert. Oh dear. How did I not notice this? God. Okay. 50,000. Oh dear. My city is fucked. That's it. My city is fucked. We are going bankrupt. And I'm losing 18 grand a week. As well as over 5,000 citizens a week. Yeah, having issues, that would be a bit of an understatement, really. But yes. I'm screwed. I really am screwed. So... no more recycling. And we're going to have to do a couple of tax raises. And see if that does anything. Okay, how is it that I raise taxes in 2 of my types of areas, and yet I started losing more money? Low land value. Well, quite frankly, I have a bit more in the way of concerns than just low land value right now. I need more money when I have enough money. How does that make sense? Or is it because we're bankrupt? Yeah, and now I am losing nearly 20 grand. So I think this city is going to go bust on me. Great. And I still do not know how I managed to do this. I really don't. I go from doing fine to everyone in my city is sick and dying, and I'm losing nearly 20,000 money a week. This is ridiculous. Okay. Taxes. Sorry guys, but if you want this city to survive, I'm going to have to crank up the taxes. Now watch them get pissed at me. Watch them get infuriated at me because I raised taxes. My money is in the negatory. Yeah, no two ways about it, I'm afraid. This city is fucked. This city really is fucked. And we need an additional hospital over there. So, everything is going to hell. How lovely. How freaking lovely. Dear God. How did I manage this? As I've said, I don't know why it's saying that line is unfinished. It told me it was finished last time around. And now people start whining that taxes are too high. Well, I'm sorry, but unless you want this city to be obliterated into absolute nothingness, you will have to pay the damn taxes. And now I'll have to take out some more loans. Let's see, over in that area. Hand me one of them. Explain to me how we have full electricity over there, yet these places don't have power. I'm not seeing the logic in that. So yes, my city is going to hell in a handbasket, I'm afraid. It really is. And the amount I'm losing has fucking gone up. 27,000 grand virtually every week. And of course people are departing from this city en masse. Okay, I'm not surprised, nor do I really blame them, because if I was living in a city that was like this, I would probably leave. Wouldn't you? We'll knock it down to 2-speed, I guess. I mean, it's not like it makes a difference. I'm going to go bankrupt and lose my entire population regardless. But even so. Seriously though, I don't know how this happened. One stream I'm doing fine, and the next one I'm freaking going bankrupt and my entire population is immigrating away. Oh, and even though I have power and connections to these places, they are not getting power. Also that. And everyone's complaining that taxes are too high, even though the only reason taxes are high is because I'm trying to dig my city out of a hole. I can't pay those, and I can't take I can't take more loans out. Wonderful. Yeah, God. This city is not going to last long, I'll tell you that much. Disconnected power grids. Of course. And I have no money to fix anything. This city, wow. I mean, my first attempt at a run in Crusader Kings 2 went way better than this. Which should say something, that I'm better at politics in medieval Europe and stabbing my next door neighbor in the back to take their land than I am at building a city. Should tell you something, I suppose. And our population has dipped down towards the 1,000 mark now. And there's quite literally nothing I can do to fix this, I'm afraid. Stronger-willed. Yeah, it's pretty rare for me to rage quit at anything, like... In fact, I don't think I've ever rage quit at anything. Except for when I was playing Super Meat Boy last. I rage quit at that because I died about 200 times in a row. Like, usually I just temporarily quit at stuff and come back to it. Which you may have noticed that I did with my old stream of Mountain Blade Warband. Because I was just straight up not enjoying that game. And decided to switch it out for something else. Which the something else turned out to be Stellaris as a devouring swarm, where my goal is basically to eat everyone that isn't me. That's turned out, and where I give myself permission to reload if I screw up, or if the RNG gets to me. Which is something I don't typically do. I tend to usually force myself to not reload when I'm doing stuff like that. That's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah, it is. It's a ton of fun. And I don't know why, but lately I've been enjoying a lot playing as both a devouring swarm and as a fanatical purifier. A fanatical purifier using a bunch of mods that basically mean I'm playing with Star Wars ships also. Yeah, I used to play Banished a lot, and even though I own RimWorld, I haven't put a ton of time into it. Just because I tend to be spread out all over the place. I'm serious. One day you'll find me playing something like this, and the next day I'll be playing Tyranny and being the right hand of the right hand of evil, basically. And then, and after that, purging the Xenos scum in Stellaris, obviously. But yeah, colony management games are a lot of fun. I just tend to not focus on them too much because I'm very unfocused when it comes to gaming. And there we go. Not only am I losing a massive amount of population, but we have a deficit that's closing in on 500,000. Quite impressive when you think about how well I was doing in the last video. That I will soon owe 500,000 money. I don't even know if this is an actual currency. Credits? Doobly-doos? Ka-ching? Koku? I don't know, even. And that's a lot of rambling. Well, of course people are unhappy. I'm trying to tax the hell out of them, while attempting to get them to stay in a bankrupt city that's basically on the verge of collapse. Okay. And my city is going to the shitter, as you imagined. Well, we've just crossed the 500,000 money owed. By the way, Addict, you said that you prefer colony management games. Well, do you play Alpha Centauri a lot? If you like colony management games? Because that and Galactic Civilization 2 are really the only dedicated colony management games I've spent a lot of time on. The others I just kind of dip in and out of. Those I tend to spend a ridiculous amount of time on when I have time to do so. And my population is down an insane amount. As well as losing money. Okay, drop that down to 1 speed. Mods keep breaking your game. Yeah. I had that problem a lot with Stellaris because lately I've been playing almost exclusively using the Star Wars Empire ships and the Improved Ship Battles mod, plus a few of these, a few UI ones, that kind of thing. And so yeah, I would occasionally come back and find that those mods were like a version out of date, and I could not bring myself to play without Improved Ship Battles. Or Improved Space Battles, I forget what the name is. I couldn't bring myself to play without those, so I just had to force myself to not play Stellaris until they were updated. And yeah, Alpha Centauri and Galactic Civilizations are very old games. You're right about that. Actually, Galactic Civilizations came out back in 1999. So that should give you some idea of how old it is. And Galactic Civilizations was 2006 old, or is even. So it's not exactly what I'd call a recent game, but they are pretty good. And cheap at that. And considering how badly I'm doing at this, and the fact that this is basically unsalvageable, you can probably guess this, but this is going to be my last in this Cities Skylines stream series. So you won't be seeing more Cities Skylines next Sunday. Not sure what it'll be. I'm thinking either XCOM, maybe, or possibly Dark Souls, if I can get that game to work and not crash to desktop when I try to open it. So, okay. Well, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you watching, even if this stream ended up being a clusterfuck of epic proportions, really. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Well, now. After mass exodus and complete and utter anarchy has struck my city and caused it to be totally obliterated and completely unsalvageable, let's head back to the main menu. And some generic error popping up, which has never caused anything to actually happen, good or bad. So yeah. In any case, that stream was not exactly one of the best ones out there. And that's what we call a bad thing. When you fail that horribly and don't even know why it happened. Okay then. Well, with that, I've only really been streaming for about 50 minutes, but with how fucked up that's ended up being, I think I'd best end this one here. So I'm going to call it close to my live stream a touch earlier than I had anticipated, with how that city fell apart and essentially descended into anarchy. I think it's the correct way to do things. So, yeah. You're not going to be seeing Cities Skylines next Sunday. I'm going to have to come up with a different stream. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. And I'm not particularly happy about it. I was hoping I'd be able to keep this stream going at least until I hit 100,000 people. But not so much, apparently. Not so much. Okay then. Well, like I said, I'm considering a couple of things that I might stream instead of this starting next week. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you turned up for this, I really do appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions for live streams, then I have a Twitch live stream update video over on my YouTube channel. So go over there and leave your suggestions for a replacement game to stream in the comments, and I'll have a look. Thank you very much for watching.